Well, it probably gets back to my love of nature. It has been our vision, my vision, for most of my life, to have the opportunity to work with nature and then to build a company that's based in nature.
Forest Keeling has been a really great partner for us, and just getting to hear everybody showcase how they're using the nursery's products, how conservation is occurring. There's just sort of innovation and conservation constantly. Being able to source native tree species and being able to work with Forest Keeling to have those as in-kind support, it actually not only helps us do the restoration and plant the trees, but it's really important in getting these grants to show there's a broad coalition of supporters that are matching some of the state and federal funds.
Forest Keeling is a very special place to work. Our mission is to restore the Earth's ecosystems one tree at a time. We specialize in native plants. We currently produce, I believe, 380 varieties of trees and shrubs. We have supplied millions of trees that have been planted along the Mississippi and Missouri River over the last 20 years, millions of RPM trees. With the success rate of 95% and better, we've made an impact. These are trees that are actually there and thriving and producing mass for wildlife and habitat for wildlife.
I travel a lot. I've probably gotten to see most of the wetland complexes in the U.S., worked in almost every state, but it is challenging and fun, and I think it's a really exciting time right now with some of the new federal and state level policies that are really encouraging us to think about conservation as sort of part of our natural infrastructure and part of our communities. I tried to go through our records to see how many grants Forest Keeling has been an in-kind partner on, providing low-cost, mostly trees for bottomland hardwood restoration, native forest restoration. And, I hit the paper records before I found the end of the trail. So it's kind of two-pronged. We get the trees, but also that sort of community support and matching funds.
Probably 60% of our production goes into some type of conservation planting, a wetland planting or a riparian restoration, mining restoration, but conservation-minded projects. We have seen our business supply plants to large conservation outplantings over the last 20 years, millions of RPM trees.
Forest Keeling is, of course, to all of us in conservation, always been a landmark of a company and an organization. Usually when we go places like this, or we go to organizations and meetings, we're trying to talk to people about why they should care. With this group, you've got 450 people who care a lot. And it's just wonderful to be surrounded by people who are soaking up all this knowledge on prairie plantings, tree planting, and all that goes with creating a better conservation environment.
I think the importance of green areas and parks and maintaining habitat, restoring habitat, it's just becoming more and more important. It's just rewarding to work in an environment where you're doing something that is of such a benefit.
I'd love to stay with some of these trees a long time. I've just been blessed. It's been a labor of love, and we've paid attention to Mother Nature, who's really in charge of this program. So just keep your eye on these trees and grow with them.